Hello and welcome. This is Gigi, and this is a weekly tarot reading for our fun-loving Aries for the week of June, starting June 27, 2016. And if you'd like to have a private reading from me, you can send me an email at gigileetarot@gmail.com. You can also subscribe to my channel. I would be very appreciative. Thank you for those who subscribed already, and welcome to my new subscribers. Thank you all of you for your likes, your shares, your comments, all of your private messages. I love them all. It truly means a lot to me. And I also posted below the video where you could find me on social media. You can add me on Facebook. I'm also on Pinterest, Twitter, Tumblr. And now, my Aries, on to your reading. I want you to know that prior to recording your reading, I meditate and ask Spirit for guidance, and I shuffle the cards as well. So let's see what we have starting this week for you, my Aries. So in past position, we have the Knight of Rods. So the Knight of Rods looking at the past. So there's a lot of things that you want to do, but you have to, this retrograde, which will be ending this week, is going to slowly change the energy. But for this week, you still have to review a lot of your project, okay? So there's a lot of things you want to go forward. You may be receiving a lot of opposition from other people, or maybe other people are not cooperative because it's your 8th house ruler. Scorpio is your 8th house ruler. It is also the sign that you share your ruler, which is Mars. And so in other people's house, you're not getting the cooperation that you're looking for, okay? Or it could also mean having the Knight of Rods looking at this direction, that you may be the only one working towards a goal, okay? Okay, I mean, you may have a certain, project that you're trying to establish for yourself, but you're not meeting, the assistant that you're looking for. So you may have to be working on your own. Okay, and let's see what we have in a near past position this week. We have the Sun, yes. So this is a major arcana, and so the energy will remain with you through the week. So in the midst of all this, turbulent time, because there's a lot of things going on. When Mars is in Scorpio, it's a little bit aggressive, a little bit more aggressive, because Aries, your aggressiveness, it's in terms of how you want to proceed in your own way. But Scorpio is a little bit more subdued, okay? So you may, like I said, need some type of opposition. You don't know where they're coming from. But with the Sun here is to let you know that with your ruler going forward, things are going to change, okay? You may be able to merge now with other people slowly, okay? Because Mars still has to go back to the same degree that it was when it started the retrograde, and we call this phase a shadow phase, and that's for all of the planets. So there's this shadow phase, but Mars is such a energetic planet, you're still going to see much progress in terms of merging with other people, having now some type of mutual understanding, okay? In terms of your vision, because the 8th house, you have learned, having this planet Mars retrograde in your 8th house allows you to understand how other people think, or how you could, in a way, get your way without too much turbulence, without too much aggression, without too much dominance, okay? Because yes, Mars in your 8th house is in a way, with the retrograde, allowed you to reconcile with other people, okay? Slowly but surely, okay? So the Sun here is about this reconciliation, okay? Which you haven't felt a little bit, more maybe alone, or not having the assistant that you used to get. Now you'll have this energy which slowly will change starting this week, okay? And let's see what we have in the position of the future this week. The 5 of Cups, okay? Remember that it's a slow progression, Okay, the progression is there. You're gonna see and you're gonna feel things changing, but it's not gonna be in every areas of life. Okay, and it's not gonna be with everybody. You may have some deception. Five of Cups is about deception. You may be deceived because for so long you were maybe out of power, or you may, like I said, you were not as dominant as you were used to having, your eighth house illuminating the house of other people. Maybe you have let go certain amount of authority that you had, and now you could find yourself being disappointed. Maybe things did not turn out the way you want. Maybe you allowed too many people to to play in your in your mind a little bit, or you put too much trust in other people because you felt yourself, like I said, maybe powerless. And now that you're coming back to your power, you may see or you may feel some disappointment about some people. Now that you're getting back the clarity, we still have Gemini, and we still have your ruler, your third house ruler, which is Mercury, in its own house, Gemini, which is full clarity. This is where Mercury feels, in a way, exalted. It's his house, okay? So now you're gaining vision of how things are working, and you have tried maybe within the last few weeks to do things differently, and then you could find yourself disappointed a little bit, disappointed on how other people have handle your expectation, or maybe some of them went behind your back and create some type of turmoil, which now you were not able to see in the past. It wasn't that clear, but now you have this full clarity going forward. So just be mindful of that. And let's see what we have in the outcome position for you this week, my Aries. The Two of Cups. So those are the same two cups you're saving for yourself. So the right people, because again, I keep talking about the other people, but yes, you have your ruler in the house of other people, okay? Yes, other people could be also the seventh house, but eighth house is in terms of money. And it's important for you because you share your ruler. Your ruler, Mars, feel comfortable in this house, okay? In other people's resource, other people's money. It's also the house of power and transformation, death and rebirth, among different things. But what I feel that it's related here, it's about other people resources, other people input in your life. So we have the Two of Cups here. So the good thing about this feeling, what I feel is that Spirit is letting you know that this lesson about you involving yourself in other people have showed you some amount of boundaries. Maybe you needed to create some boundaries for yourself. Because we see there's two people here in the Sun, which is other people resource. And then there's two people here in the Two of Cups, okay? But this is a more mature, mutual understanding and respect energy, which is the outcome. So with your ruler going forward, I want you to remember that you will be shown the people that are there to help you to increase your worth, your value, okay? Because that is also the energy in the eighth house. So if you're planning to involve yourself in other people's resource, or if you're planning to increase your worth with other people's resource, you have the right people that you could team up with. It should be very clear for you this week, who are those people? Who are they? It could be a relationship, but it could also be a business partnership. It could also be a colleague at work that now you know who you could trust. It could also be a family member that is really sincere and wants you really to for you to be happy and is allowing you to grow. There's different type of energy here for you, my Aries. But I'm going to end this reading here. Let me know how this resonated with you. Leave me comments. Until next week, sending you lots of kisses. I love you.